Misfits, and welcome back to the world of Aurelia. You are listening to episode 16 of the current campaign. Hope you enjoy! Alright, but if y'all are ready, I will do my best to recap what happened.
Yeah, ready.
Alright.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, last week, the party was in transit to Ballyran when Konari told Tanari that he felt like somebody was watching him, and felt like the Jade Enclave was once again trying to scry and spy on him specifically. Ash, being pretty proactive, immediately messaged Casimir Dark, telling him that he believed that the Jade Enclave knew their location and was heading for them and might need some help. And he messaged back and said that it would take a little bit of time to get to them, but he would do his best to send some aid and some support. Over the next few days, as the party continued traveling to Ballyran, they started to read up on some of the books that they bought in Romrath. We had a history book and a book of like myths and legends. The history book people read up on the war that took place 100 years ago specifically, and found out that there are some pretty big discrepancies about who started that war. People from Amarine are generally taught that Morrigan started the war. People from Morrigan are taught that Amarine started the war. Amarine claims that Morrigan attacked their borders, and so they retaliated. Morrigan says that they heard of an attack on the Amarine border, but it wasn't them, and then they were attacked, and thus the war happened. It was a long, brutal war, and ultimately Amarine was successful, and then No Man's Land was created after that. So that was sort of an interesting thing to read up on and talk about that. The Myths and Legends book, that was read, and we learned a little bit more about the 6 heroes of Helm's Watch, this mythical group of heroes from long past that may or may not have even existed. And most of their stories pertained to this enemy they were constantly fighting, this ancient green dragon known only as the Consort. And this alleged dragon was very good at manipulating others to joining their cause and amassing these groups of people and other dragons to join their forces and fight for them. And these stories sort of built up to this big climax, and then it just sort of stopped, and there was no true conclusion to that story. So the party did a little bit of theory crafting, trying to connect the Consort to current day and some of the enemies they've had to face. Then the party saw a ship approaching, and Konari got a sense of deja vu, and everything kind of went downhill from there. And a big ship battle ensued. They caught up to Harpy's Bane, and it was pretty brutal, and instead of the green-cloaked man leading this barrage, it was Pierce, the Warforged, the companion of Reyna Valor, who y'all haven't seen in ages, but he apparently had been repaired and came back with a vengeance, trying to take Konari back. And just when things seemed pretty dire, bamfing into the middle of the ship was Casimir and Zephyr, who helped turn the tide in the fight, and ultimately Dolly, with a cannon, took out their elemental engine, and their ship fell from the sky and plummeted to the ground. And so we're picking up right in the aftermath of that fight. Karok cast Cure Wounds on our people that were down, and I, as Casimir, am gonna start a prayer of healing to sort of help heal everybody else, because I think that is needed. So I'm gonna do that. I'll do that at 4th level. And I'll roll for that. And I'll just do that on literally everybody. Except I don't think Ash took any damage, so I'll leave Ash out of it. So I'll do all of y'all and Konari. And
Thanks.
that'll be 48 plus 4. Hang on. 1, 2, 3. 4. 19. 23 points.
Ooh, praise Lord.
To all of y'all.
It is so much better. Whew.
All right, and yeah, Casimir is just gonna sort of look around at all of y'all, and well, that was interesting. Yes,
That was something.
seems we made it just in time. I'm sorry we could not get here sooner.
No, we're just glad you were able to come help. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Yeah, hang on, sorry.
Where were... You're good.
Go ahead.
I'm pulling up my list of questions.
List of questions. Oh wait, hang on. I can't remember who has this cantrip. Yeah, Casimir's gonna walk over to y'all's elemental engine and start casting mending on it to see if he can fix it somewhat.
I'll step in and help with that.
Cool.
Nice. Cool.
I'll say between the two of y'all, you eventually get it to be pretty much back to normal. It was just sort of cracking in places, but you kind of fix that back. Yeah. Zephyr's gonna just try to stamp out some of the lingering flames about the deck, and Dolly will probably come out and help, and he'll look around. Yeah, so nobody died though. That's pretty good.
Wait, who said that?
Zephyr.
I love Zephyr already.
Yeah, man, I was Zephyr, my dude. That was so cool. What you did.
Tenari
I've never
is
seen
100%
anything like that.
fangirling. How did you do that?
Practice. I mean, I have a magic shop in a flying market. I mean, you know, I gotta train in my wares, that's for sure.
Sure.
Okay, I have Bigler's questions, so I'm just gonna pretend Ash
Yes,
is asking
lay
them.
'em on me.
Okay,
go.
First he wants to ask about the relationship with Orion and like what's that about?
Ooh.
Yes, Casimir will say, yes, I've known Orion for quite some time, a good portion of my life, actually. He sort of trained me in the arcane ways. He also worships the same patron, same god that I've come to worship, and yeah, he sort of discovered me when he was visiting Axrath many years ago, and I've been very grateful for his tutelage. And I talked with, I'm aware of y'all's situation and your trip to Ebenmeyer. I am not entirely thrilled with the idea of keeping this Mr. Nari, forgive me, from the Order, but if Orion thinks it's a good idea, then I will defer to his judgment. He seems to have taken a liking to the young man, so who am I to judge?
Tanari visibly lets out a sigh of relief.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I think this will be great.
And going off of your time in Ebenmeyer, I spoke with Captain Everthor just a little bit, and I understand that you discussed a tome with him, which very much intrigues me.
Yes, that was one of her other things she wanted to do, was to give him a copy of that to look into.
He, immediately, dives into this tome. It's the black one. It's the only one that
Yes.
you told, Everthor about.
Yes, that's the one.
Sure.
He's just, enthralled with it, immediately, reading through it, multiple times. And where did you get this? How... You've had this for some time, yes?
I'm gonna speak up.
I'm not gonna take that. That's yours.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, God, this sounds so awful, but this tome was in my family. Nobody in my family really knows anything about it. It was my grandmother's.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you've somewhat said as much that you would help the Order find these orbs. I guess my main question is, what is your hope and your intent with these items?
I just don't want them falling in the wrong hands. I don't know about you guys. I just want world peace. Peace and love. No, it just seems like these are really, our experience with them has been very dangerous. So we just want to make sure that whoever has them isn't trying to do anything related with Tiamat.
Yeah, I would prefer that nobody has them, but that seems like that option's off the table now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, he will, you noticed him, breathe an audible sigh of relief at you saying that. Well, then I feel okay sharing this next bit with you then. What intrigues me about you having this black tome is that I possess a tome. A green one.
Oh.
And,
Yes.
he, pulls off of his person, here, hidden amongst some pocket or fold of his clothing, this old, ancient tome of this worn green leather. You could probably guess as much that I have a history with the Order of the Platinum Shield. I have a strong connection to them because I was once a member. But when members started getting assassinated all those years ago, I left and kind of set my sights on a political career path, and fearing that the tome would get stolen if it stayed somewhere public, I hid it away, hoping to maybe be able to find this orb and give it back to them so that they could dispose of it or hide it from the world. But I feel that I can share this with you, and he sort of passes it to you all so you can look at it. And let me find the translation here in a second.
I imagine Ash would be making a copy of this if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure.
We're very grateful that we've achieved this level of trust with you.
Yes.
Yeah. You seem like good people, and I'm a pretty good judge of character. I'm not going to lie. I consider myself fairly good in that area. So I feel like if you were up to something sinister, I would know. So, and at this point, we kind of need. We need friends. We need to work together.
I agree.
True that.
So he will sort of translate this tome for you. So he reads it out to you. Tome of the Green Dragon. The Jade One is the next to last. Its keeper hides an ancient past. A task unfinished you must complete. A mask well hidden could mean defeat. For this, look toward the wooded glen, where ancient trees dwarf giant men. History itself is doomed to repeat, the end when mistress and consort meet.
Great. I love that. My other question was about the consort, so that leaves in perfectly.
Thank you. Oh,
Also, why is it the woods?
What? But why is it not, though? Let's be real.
So he notices that your tome has maps in it. The black tome has maps in it. And he's like, that's the odd thing about this tome. There is no map. And he... Hang on. I should probably put this in the drive. So let me do that.
Fuck that shit.
Oh, I'm
so
so
hard.
What's so bad about the woods, guys?
Aaliyah's
Kill me.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's interesting. Okay, because Black Tome has it. The Blue Tome had maps in it too.
Yeah.
So did the White Tome.
They've all
And the White Tome.
Maybe because no one ever goes in the Evermore Woods.
I'm putting this in the Google Drive, so that y'all can see it.
Okay. Wait, is there something in there that's not map? It's just...
Yeah, there is.
Okay, all right.
Instead of a map, there is something else.
All right, I will pull it up.
Okay, so while that's happening, I'm gonna ask him and just be like, by any chance, would this consort be referring to the mythological consort?
I have done much research in this area. I have a bit of a passion for knowledge, and it is my belief that the consort referred to in this tome has to be this ancient consort that all these myths and legends point towards. I've tried to talk to my god about this. He's not the most helpful, if I'm being honest. I think he was much changed from the creation of the Veil and the collapse. But
I mean, I feel
I
that.
might be able to reach out to the Wild Mother.
that would be most
See
helpful
if she could help.
because my god speaks more in riddles these days than actual useful information.
Is it offensive if I ask who his god is?
Same, I'm like curious.
Yes, of course. Apologies. I worship the god Bahamut.
Oh.
I think he is stressed, possibly would be the word to go with, since
Sounds right.
all of these evil actions are people trying to unleash his sister upon the world. So it's a bit it's difficult.
I mean, that seems like a very stressful situation. I don't know anybody who breaks out in rhymes when they're stressed, but
He's
to each their own.
eccentric, not what they teach, not what you would expect, but he's my god, so
So it goes.
What does that?
How do you spell Bahamut? Sorry.
B-A-H.
Bahamut.
You.
There you go. Yeah.
Thank you.
What does that mean, though? That dragon with like the X on it.
This is what troubles me, because this symbol is not just a picture of a green dragon, this is the flag of Emerine.
Shit, I would know that, right?
You would know. Yeah, y'all would know.
Okay, I would not say that then.
The image of the green dragon head, it's normally on a white background with gold trim, is the flag of Amarine. Morrigan's flag is a like a golden moon inside a silver a golden sun inside a silver crescent moon with a burgundy background.
Oh my god.
Well, we really love the symbolism today.
Yeah, made more obvious. Oh no. So the Amarine flag doesn't have the X on it, right?
No.
Okay.
X is an addition.
Well, okay. So then the person that had this tome doesn't like Amarine?
I don't know. It's very cryptic and doesn't exactly narrow anything down.
Right.
I mean, but the trees, I can only assume the Evermar would.
Yeah. Tanari kind of looks at Kanari and is like, great.
We're all looking at each other. We're all like,
love that my parents live right next door.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Where's, like, the boundary of the Evermar Wood? Like, does it stop being the Evermar at a certain point?
Most of... pretty much a lot of this, like, definitely all this stuff around Tylock, it's got, like, some fields and stuff in the middle of it that sort of break it up, but,
Just wondering, does it extend all the way down here?
yeah, it's all up around the capital as well.
Yay.
And y'all would remember, well, there are some giant trees scattered amongst the Evermar Wood.
yeah.
Everybody make just like a intelligence check.
Oh
Oh
If I live
man.
next to the woods, do I get advantage?
Same. Do I?
No,
I got a 13.
Damn it.
Oh god.
Oh no. Did
I
you
don't
all
know, I
roll
got
shit?
13.
Because I rolled shit.
That's a 6.
6. I can roll for.
Because I have
Let's
theories.
try. Let me do. That was worse. Okay, hang on. Well, you spout your theories and I'll lead you from there.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
What I'm thinking is, so this consort was apparently very good at manipulation. And what I'm wondering, since the flag of Amarine is a green dragon, is if the Empress herself is the consort. Just in disguise as a human. Or as an elf.
How would that happen?
Who is the mistress also?
I would assume the mistress was Tiamat.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if
could be.
Lorelei is the consort disguised as a human.
How does that work though? Because last
Dragons-
time,
Y'all
Dragons can
talked
cast-
about this.
right, and we
So
couldn't.
in this
think of it.
world, dragons themselves don't typically shapeshift, but you did talk about and realize that polymorph could be cast.
Mm-hmm.
A dragon could be polymorphed with the help or aid of somebody else. But also, ancient dragons can sometimes have powers that are beyond what normal dragons have as well.
Right, like if they're like god level.
These would definitely qualify.
There is also a very notable large tree that y'all have all seen.
Yeah.
Haven't we been in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the palace, yeah.
This is the, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
when we were in Eliathalis.
Yep.
It says ancient trees, so I feel like that would mean. Well, and plus Wood and Glen were ancient trees.
Well, I mean,
The
the
Evermar
forest is
Woodville.
connected to the
Yeah. Also, okay. Also, what the fuck with the mask? A mask well hidden could mean defeat. Like,
Yeah,
the first
that's-
thing
I'm also at a loss for that one. I'm not entirely sure what it is referring to.
I mean, it could be the disguise.
It could be. It could be some additional artifact. I'm not sure.
do we tell him about? Out of character. I'm just gonna say this out of character, and then if we want to bring it up to Casimir, we can. I just don't know how.
Okay.
When I read "Mask Well Hidden Could Mean Defeat," I immediately thought of the Mask of Many Faces that we got for Lilith, but I don't know how that would have anything to do with this. A mask well hidden could mean defeat.
You could just say that you've heard of a mask like that existing, as opposed to.
Oh no!
sitting
I
enemy.
I can't lie, guys. I can persuade sometimes. I can intimidate. I don't think I can deceive though, really, very well.
I mean, that's not really a lie. You do know that a mask like that exists.
Jesus mercy.
Vulcan lies.
I do not want to tell him. I do not want to tell him that I know that we dealt with Lilith at all. We got his respect, guys. I don't want to lose it.
At some point, we're probably gonna have to complain about that, but it's fine.
We need to complain about everything else, though.
Well, I mean, we also were kind of blackmailed by Lilith
This is
Yeah.
true. Oh, this is true. Okay.
under
So,
false pretenses, but still.
Also, I can get her now, so.
you know what? Why not? Okay, so I will say. I will say.
Actually, he does know about the mask. I forgot. Sorry. Hang on. Let's retcon
Okay.
portion of this conversation.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, I forgot what he knows and what he doesn't know. And
No,
I
you're
went and
good.
looked it back up. Yes, so the mask.
Chrono shift.
Yes, reverse
We do.
time. If I could turn back time.
Stop. Rewind. Turn. Back time.
Yes.
There is a mask called the Mask of the Dragon Queen.
Ooh.
What?
And it is being safeguarded in Axrath, and it is under lock and key.
The Mask of the Dragon Queen.
Well, see, okay, well, that's another thing, too, is that this is also unclear. A mask well hidden could mean defeat. Our defeat or the defeat of the dragon?
That is what I do not know.
And that, yeah,
cryptic.
so.
Yeah. Also, well hidden by you, or. I mean, if someone gets their hands on it and hides it, you know, I don't know.
Or is it our defeat or is it their defeat?
That
The
is a
enemy's
good
defeat.
question.
If it's well hidden and they need it, they can't succeed without it.
And as threatening as this is, as world threatening as this is, why is it the next to last? I mean, I guess black dragons are probably the most powerful, maybe, but like, this is a big thing. This is. There's so much tied to this green dragon consort thing.
It's all very troubling.
We agree on that.
Also, when Ash messaged me, he asked about perhaps a means to protect from scrying. That is something that me and Zephyr are trying to work out a little bit. And Zephyr sort of chimes in. Yeah, I can do something temporary for right now. And he walks over to Konari and just touches him in the center of his forehead, and he is going to cast non-detection.
Ooh.
For the duration, you hide a target that you touch from divination magic. The target can be a willing creature or a place or an object no larger than 10 feet in any dimension. The target can't be targeted by any divination magic or perceived through magical scrying. This will... I'll cast it again later. It lasts for 8 hours. And I believe there is an item that I'm hoping to acquire soon that can protect you from divination magic as well. I don't have it quite yet. Why am I speaking as Casimir? I don't have it quite yet. This is Zephyr. Zephyr talks like a normal person.
I'm gonna pull out something that I haven't used since character creation.
Okay.
Because I did have this item in like part of the character creation thing that we did. I'm gonna pull out. Could this help? I'm gonna give Konari the amulet of proof against detection and location.
Oh shit, dude.
Ooh.
That looks awesome.
Ooh.
That's cool.
Karok!
Look at you pulling through.
Amulet. Against proof against detection and location. That'll do it, man. While wearing this amulet, you are hidden from divination magic.
Coming through.
I was given this by I think it was by a lady that I saved from bandits or some shit like that.
Yeah. Yep.
And
That's cool.
Konari
I
puts,
completely forgot that I had that until
Konari
now.
puts it around his neck. It's important to know it's in your inventory. He's like, thank you. This is gonna be, yeah, I think this will help. And Zephyr's like, well, that makes my job a lot easier. Should I still try to... I was gonna look for another one of those, but I have to have this really awkward talk with this creepy lady in this town in the middle of nowhere. Do y'all want me to still do that? I can try.
Well, Konari can't get scried, but what about the rest of us?
Yeah, can the rest of us get scried?
Oh yeah, definitely. 100%.
Okay,
well,
then, it would be
that's-
nice to have another one.
Does that
Does it
creepy lady
help?
happen to live in Wexland?
A creepy lady living in Wex... Nah, it's not a Wexland thing. Don't worry about him. Yeah, but I'll still work on that.
Thanks.
Yeah. And
'Cause, I mean-
let's see, what else? Did he bring anything else?
Oh, what does the Mask of the Dragon Queen even do?
Yeah, what is that?
I have no idea, Casimir says. I assume it's used in whatever cult ritual they perform to bring back Tiamat, but I'm not sure what it does exactly.
Well, that sounds like bad
I'm
news.
kind of scared to know, honestly.
You know, it'd be nice if we never had to find out.
Nice.
Don't see that happening, but it'd be nice.
Yeah, you know. Well, this was very troubling and very enlightening at the same time.
Also,
Thank you.
Zephyr chimes in. We gotta spend the night with y'all because I only got one of those teleports a day, so
That's fine.
we gotta rest up before we leave.
You're
Oh,
good.
our honor.
That's fine.
Hope that's cool.
Teo and I can cook dinner.
Yes, let's go. Yes.
Yeah, food. We like that. Yeah. Y'all
We
are
have
probably
to
a few
get
days
those
out from
several.
Ballyran. You've still got a couple days of travel left, but
Cool.
Okay.
yes.
Oof. All right.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that needs discussing.
Yeah, I was trying to think too.
I'm trying to think of like what else to say. I guess we're just staying in Morgan now, guys. I think if we go to Amarine, it's on site.
I mean, we're
Well-
gonna have to go back at some point.
It might be useful to at least see what's happening over there.
Well, and if we think the tome of the Green Dragon is leading to the Evermore Words, we're gonna have to go.
We're actually gonna have to go there, yeah.
Also, I think it's safe to say that we're about to go to war again.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
They just
We
sent
figured as
an
much.
organization across the border to attack. That's... Even if it was to reclaim one of their own, it's still... They
So
don't
how
have
does one
jurisdiction either.
become an expat?
Yes.
Well, if you want to begin the process of citizenship, I can point you in the right direction.
I mean, look, I don't.
And
I really
Zephyr
wanna
will
be a
say,
citizen of America.
if it makes you feel any better, I'm about to head back over to Amarine. The only reason why my market was over there to begin with was to keep an eye out for this guy, and he points over at Casimir. And, well, it looks like my eyes are needed in those skies once again.
That does make me feel a little better, actually.
But it's definitely going to be risky heading over there. They're not going to greet you warmly anymore.
No, that's gonna be
No.
fun.
At least Ash can just do
Disguise
however he
that.
wants
Yeah.
to.
True.
That would be a plus for sure right now.
Very true. I mean, towns and cities closer to the edge probably won't be much of a problem, but the further in you get, the riskier things get.
I'm kind of wondering if I need to write my family again and warn them.
Warn them that we're about to go to war. Warn them that
Yeah.
we can't. Oh, well,
Don't enlist.
Yeah.
don't enlist,
On the
please.
DL, shit's about to get dicey.
Well, our ravens haven't come back though.
Yeah,
No,
that's
they
true.
haven't.
We can't do
It takes
anything
a
about
lot
that,
to
but
fly over there.
you know,
The next chance we get, maybe.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Fun conversations.
y'all sort of wind down for the evening, and have a nice, lovely dinner with the Prime Minister of Morgan and his
Oh, yeah, it is.
very eccentric magic shop owner friend. And the next day, the crew's sort of trying to patch up the ship a little bit. She's pretty okay, but still. They're about to head off. Zephyr will cast non-detection on Tanari and Ash before he leaves.
Thanks.
So that'll last about 8 hours.
Cool.
Let me see if there's anything that Casimir can do. I don't know if he can. see. Nothing super useful, honestly.
That's fine. They helped us plenty by taking out Pierce and crew.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So I guess that's all that they will do for you. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, so with that, they'll say their goodbyes, and yeah.
Woohoo! That was cool.
Wow. Oh, so this is the next day. We're all long
Lifelong
rested.
close friend. They're not a gay couple. I'm sorry.
This is the next day, so we're long rested.
Yeah, you were all
Oh,
long
yes.
rested.
Yay!
Sweet.
Love that.
Sweet.
Love
Wow.
that for us.
Yay, I can cast spells again.
Woohoo!
Oh,
at some point today, I am gonna ask Konari if, like, what the deacon thing meant, if he remembers anything about that, because that was an interesting term to use when they addressed him.
yes, for those that missed, they addressed Konari. Pierce addressed you have Pierce's body, by the way. FYI.
Okay.
I immediately thought about what a field day Mortimer would have with that.
But yeah, you all heard Pierce address Konari as Deacon Nari, and yeah, Konari he says, yeah, I've been concentrating on that a lot, and I'm pretty sure that was my title within the Enclave. Sort of the lower rungs were called deacons, and then I think there was a bishop or two, and then archbishop, which I think that was Yondar. I think he was the archbishop. And then Azariah Feydark was pontiff.
I don't like that this is set up like a church.
Pontiff Feydark.
Right. These are religious titles.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, kind of tracks with that whole cult thing, though.
I mean, agreed. Still don't like it.
Would I know anything about how to permanently dispose of a Warforged?
Lava probably works really well.
Is there anything on Pierce's, like,
Person.
body
Yeah.
person that we would be interested in?
Yeah.
I mean, he's got two, hang on, where's his character sheet? He's got two great swords. They're not, like, amazing, or anything. He's got 4 arms, so that's exciting. I mean, he doesn't really have much on him. Eventually, you do find, sort of etched into his design is the jade star in a purple circle, sort of hidden amongst some of the other sort of swirly patterns of his plating.
Okay.
Let me quickly
Well,
Google disposing of Warforged. See if there's any.
listen, man. This guy's a liability.
It's ungrateful.
Oh, man. I mean, they're definitely tough. They've got these sort of, like, kind of, like, layers of, like, protection.
like ogres.
Yeah.
Ogres have layers.
Like,
Warforged have
Like
layers.
onion, I've got layers.
Get it? We both have layers.
man, jeez.
Oh my god.
I mean, could I just like set it on fire? Like,
I mean, it wouldn't dispose of everything. It would dispose of some things, but it wouldn't dispose of everything to just set it on fire. Because it's sort of made of like, there are some components that are made of wood. It seems like a very dense, strong wood. Most is like a metal plating. And then the outer layer is like the hardest plating, which would probably have to be melted down. It'd be a whole process, but I mean, he's not like a zombie.
Right. No, yeah. Yeah. It's just we'll just hold on to him. We ain't giving him away again. Yeah.
Oh man, there's something I want to do, but Karok probably wouldn't.
what do you want to do? Maybe
No, like harvest bits of the plating, like the bits of the plating of his face, and like some of it, and like fasten it to my shield.
That's cool. Yeah, Kara probably wouldn't do that.
Karok wouldn't do that. Benji wants to do that, but Karok would not do that.
If I had a shield, that would be cool.
Bear would do that.
Bear would
Bear would do that.
Bear would do that.
Bear would fashion this like.
Bear would wear his corpse. Like,
Bear absolutely would. Bear would fashion like
God.
like a big chess piece and have his arms as like a gorget.
Jeez. Man,
But
what
no,
a mess.
Karok would not do that. Sometimes I miss playing Bear.
I mean, we all miss our characters at times.
True.
True.
Part of me wants to like remove the parts that are made of wood and like just go in and burn them so that he's just cuz. Just cuz. So whoever, if we lose him, it's harder.
Do you want to try and do that?
Well, now I'm suspicious. Yeah, I want to try to do that.
Okay, hang on. Give me an intelligence check
Oh, this is not good. Okay.
to try and know where exactly you would need to, like, try and get in there to access these parts.
That is not going to be... Well, okay, I misread that. That is a 17. I
Okay.
thought it was a 6.
You
It's
think
16.
you think you kind of know where to try and start to harvest these parts. What exactly are you using to do this?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
I mean,
Does
this is
anybody
like a
have something I can
procedure,
use?
essentially.
Let me see what I have.
I mean, I have daggers, but I don't think that's going to do it.
Yeah, I
It
ain't
would
got.
it would be a higher DC to try and do it with daggers as opposed to like if you had like Tinker's tools or something or like
All I have is thieves' tools.
it's not
Do you have a crowbar with that? I
Does
have.
Dolly have a crowbar?
I have a crowbar.
I have a crowbar
Do
and
you
a
have a
hammer.
crowbar?
I have a crowbar and a hammer.
Can I borrow it?
Yeah. All right. So
I
you
do
got a
not have
crowbar and some
Borrow
daggers.
the crowbar.
All right. Make a. Good God. Make. To try and pry out these pieces that are hard and buried underneath these various layers. Make an athletics check
I'm so glad you said athletics.
to try and do this.
My strength is a -2 and athletics is +1. So glad you said athletics. That is a nat 20. Oh my god.
Wow.
Very nice.
Absurd.
Of all the needs to get a nat 20 on.
Absurd. So you kind of come in from like his sort of armpit joint, and you sort of work at it. It does take some time. It takes most of the day, and you sort of dig in and work yourself through this joint, and you work your way to what looks like a wooden core, and you're able to pry it out. It is hard to get out, but you know exactly which sort of spot to kind of jam the crowbar in to sort of pry it out, and you pry out this wooden core, this dark wood core. So you've got that.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like hold it in my hands and burn it.
Okay. All right.
Hell yeah.
It's interesting wood. It's very hard, but it's light, and it takes some time to burn, but eventually you do sort of burn it away. It's a very pleasant, kind of like cedary smell. You know, it's nice.
Potpourri.
Incense.
Potpourri.
Smoke some ribs over Pierce's wooden core.
Make some s'mores, you know?
Jeez.
Ooh.
This is terrible.
I had half a mind to put him in the oven and like cook dinner using it.
I really do want to like buff up my shield with him. I don't think I can
Oh, you do have a shield. You could do that.
This would go.
Look, I met him.
I don't think I would be successful.
We did not have to help him.
You're right.
Go off,
You
sis.
didn't know
Go
he
off.
was bad.
Do your
you
thing.
helped him all those
You know,
months ago.
we still didn't have to help him.
True. We took pity on his poor soul, and for what? No,
Wow.
for what? For what? No,
Mythic
I mean,
Six
I would-
holds grudges, man.
hey man, hey man.
You
Yeah,
don't trust people.
yeah. No, I just don't think Teofila would like be successful. I don't think she would know where to begin. But
I didn't think that was going to go well at all. I just felt like it was something she'd do.
Oh man.
let's just have him in the bag of holding and never to see the light of day again.
Yeah, you shove his. You probably actually have to like take his arms and legs off to fit him in the bag, but
That's
the
fine.
opening of the bag at least. But with effort, you shove Pierce's dismantled, lifeless body into the bag of holding. All right.
This is the best mental image.
Why don't we take a short break
All right.
and we'll come back
Nice.
after that. Y'all ready?
I'm ready when y'all are.
Lovely. All right. So, y'all's last like day of travel goes by pretty smoothly. Is there any last things y'all want to do aboard the ship before y'all get down into the city?
I don't think so,
Alright.
but I think Teofila is going to be like, kind of, like, I don't know if anxious is the word. Eager, maybe, is probably the better word. I don't know.
I get you.
Because, like, because, you know, she hadn't seen Alfonso in so long, and it wasn't the best of terms that they left on, but it wasn't really their fault, really, so, yeah, she's just kind of anxious, I think, to see him again.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she
I'm
might,
still-
you'll see that character in her.
I'm still doing ship lessons with Pim and Co. So
Of course. Yeah. You notice through these ship lessons, Koa actually is doing a pretty good job catching on.
Hey.
Pim is like kind of not amazing at it, but she's tried.
That makes me really happy, actually.
Yeah, it's humorous. And you have a greater respect for Dolly's patience than ever before. But anyway, y'all, Harpy's Bane finally starts its sort of last approach towards Ballyran. And yeah, so in this part of the world, there are these sort of like kind of dense jungles kind of surrounding this area. And as you come closer, you see that there is a clearing where the city is. And most notably, as you're flying over, you see this giant like coliseum that sort of seems to be the focal point of this city. All the buildings are kind of made of it's kind of a combination of like stucco or stone, and there's a lot of you notice as you're flying over it and getting ready to land, there's a lot of tougher looking individuals that seem to be populating the streets of Ballyran. You sort of touch down and it's a smaller port of sorts. Not a ton of ships, but yeah, you touch down and you head out of the airport. Yeah. Where are you headed? What are you looking for specifically?
I think we should go to the arena just to see like what's going on. Is there a fight today? Is there a fight today? Like we gonna see like, or is there registration going on? Yeah, that's what I would like to do. But
I'll go with you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this music.
Yeah, so y'all sort of wander through the streets, careful to avoid bumping into any sort of rough and tumble individuals, and there are many. And yeah, you sort of come up to the Coliseum, and there are a ton of people that are sort of filing inside and heading to the seats sort of in the area. Do you what are you trying to do? Do you want to just hang around outside or go inside?
I want to ask a passerby, like, you know, what's going on today? What's on the docket, so to speak, for today, I guess, for the arena, for the Coliseum.
It's a pretty big fight today. It's kind of a group against group kind of situation. Here it's pretty big. I'm putting a lot of money on the Fire Hearts. I think they're gonna win big.
Oh my god, I'm excited. Thank you. And I'll just turn. If it's just me and Tanari, I'll be like, wow, that sounds great. Wow, that sounds so cool. I'm going in. I'm just gonna be like, I imagine we have to pay to get in.
Probably.
There is it's like a like 10 silver to get in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, man, let's fucking go.
Yeah. So y'all sort of file in, and it's packed. There are people all over the place, and it's all sorts of individuals. It's kind of a big mix. There's a number of humans. There's also several drow, people that kind of look like they're half drow. There are some standard half elves. Some interesting people that kind of have sort of animalistic characteristics to their features. A couple people that look almost like wolfish or canine-ish in nature, some that have sort of cat-like features as well. There are some Goliaths scattered about. There are a number of half-orcs and orcs as well. And most of the people here look strong, for sure. Yeah, so you file in and eventually sort of like it's sort of like a horn call that you hear that sort of echoes out through the arena, and everybody sort of quiets down, and there's sort of a kind of like a little sort of stage sort of situated up amongst the seats, and a really tan-skinned humanoid sort of walks out and says, "Attention, attention! The fight is about to begin! Please give it up for the Firehearts!" And the crowd goes wild, and one of the gates opens up, and this group of fighters come out. Their first to enter is this huge sort of bugbear individual. He's got this big kind of meaty club over his shoulder. Next is this half orc in sort of these in like a simple kind of tunic of sorts, with sort of no sleeves, and it's sort of these deep navy colors. Next up is this sort of tan human male with black hair, and he is sort of dressed in kind of these robes of reds and oranges. Next you see this woman come out. She has like half of her head is shaved, and she's got these like tattoos going across her skull, and she's dressed in these dark leathers, and she sort of twirls her daggers as she enters, and gets some extra cheers as she does so. Then this large Goliath in this very fancy plate walks out, brandishing his sword. And then last is this sort of kind of green-skinned individual. Looks like they're probably a genasi, with this very impressive wooden staff, and they sort of all enter, and they each have their specific bows and flourishes, and the crowd is just ecstatic. And then the announcer says, "And now for the Thunder Strikes!" And the opposing gate opens up, and another motley crew files out. You see a tabaxi, a drow, you see a goblin, you see one of those sort of like dog-like, wolf-like looking individuals, and you see a human male and a dragonborn, and they sort of all file out, and before their fight starts, the announcer sort of makes some general things about like, don't enter the arena, and any last minute bets need to be placed, and then two of it individuals come out and take their seats at this sort of raised kind of stage platform. One is this sort of feline looking individual in these very impressive robes, and next is this very kind of old grizzled Goliath that looks very familiar to you, Teo, and they sort of take their seats, and the announcer says, "All right, take your positions and fight!" And this huge fight breaks out, and it's kind of a grisly display. There's flashes of spells, there's daggers thrown through the air, hammers swinging and clubs swinging, blood sprays as opponents get hit. It's kind of a gnarly battle. It looks close for a second, and then eventually the Firehearts really take the lead, and within just a couple minutes, it's over, and the Firehearts are declared victorious to thunderous applause. And these medics and individuals rush out and grab the thunder strikes as they're all down, and they start giving them health potions and casting spells, and then they're eventually, these stretchers are brought out, and the opponents are carried off as the Firehearts, all 6 of them, sort of walk off standing tall and proud. And yeah, big fight. And there's sort of a lull, and looks like some sort of show, or some like dancers and ribbon dancers come out and sort of distract the crowd as they prepare for the next event. Yeah, and so y'all can sort of walk about, get concessions, or try and find people to talk to.
That's so cool.
This is
Wait,
so cool.
okay. So were they like judges? What were the two?
Or was it just last one standing kind of deal? Or
What
like,
was that?
yeah, what were they? Or do we know?
Do we know?
Do we
Yeah.
ask someone near us?
Yeah,
Like,
you
Yeah,
why
let's
they
do
get-
that.
can ask about it.
I'll ask someone near us, like, hey, like, why do they get the cool raised up seats? I'm assuming they're important, right? We're new in town.
Yeah, those 2 people, that, the, cat-like individual there, that's, Nimbus. He owns the Coliseum. He kind of,
that makes
sets
sense.
up all the, fights and helps, procure, these champions, and, he's the brains behind all of this. That other guy over there, that's Alfonso. He oversees some of the training of these, champions. Probably wouldn't be as good if it weren't for him.
Ah, so he does still train. That's cool. Okay. Wow.
Do we-
Wow.
Do you want to go say hi? Will they let us
Oh,
up
I
there?
want to. Can you come with me? I'm scared. I don't know where to find him, but I'll find him.
I'm gonna turn back to that person and be like, do you think they'll like, can people go talk to them or no?
I mean, I
Talk
feel like
to
we need to...
Nimbus and Alfonso. I mean, you can try, but I think that's the VIP section over there.
Oh. Huh.
Do you know them?
Eh? What'd you say? Sorry.
Do you know them?
Oh,
She
well,
does.
I don't know Nimbus at all. I mean, I imagine he's great. I know Alfonso. He trained me. He taught me everything I know, basically, many years ago. So
This guy
I heard
looks
he.
at you and he's like, "That's a good one." Yeah, yeah. We all know Alfonso, right?
That's rude.
No, I'm serious. He trained me in No Man's Land. I heard that he had settled in Ballyran. He's from Romrath, right? We were just in Romrath. That's where we came from.
I mean,
But if you don't believe me, I mean, that's fine. We'll probably be out in the arena ourselves, maybe. So you'll see.
sure. We'll see.
Whatever.
Yeah, he does not believe you at all, but
All right. Well,
he points you in the right direction.
if it's the VIP section, if we can't get in,
I mean, we could wave if nothing else.
I feel like such a groupie right now.
I'm just saying.
You're right. Yeah, sure. Well, like, I don't want to wait right outside because I feel like that'd be weird. But just like,
I don't want to be too awkward.
right? But just,
Tanari's like, nah, let's be awkward. Let's go.
Tanari's the friend I need in my life. So yeah,
She's also the friend I need in my life.
right. So let's wait outside the VIP section and just see. if
If we
I
can, like, catch a
recognize,
glimpse.
if I can just, yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
wander over to this section. There's kind of like this rope kind of blocking off this entrance out to this sort of platform where their 2 seats are, and there's 2 guards standing outside this part. One of them stops you and says, can we help you? This is a private section.
Oh, sorry.
I'll defer to you.
Well, we're new here. We're just figuring out everything that's going on in here. Sorry about that. Well, if we can't like go past, we should just.
Awkward you are.
I'm so awkward right now.
I'll pipe up and be like, she's a friend of, what was his name?
Alfonso.
She's a friend of Alfonso. We were just hoping we could say hi, if that's okay. If not, it's fine.
What are your names?
I'm Teofila.
Yeah, I'm Tenari. but
Teofila
like,
Abatantuono.
Yes.
All right. He looks at the 2 of you. Wait here a second, and he walks off. There's
We love the awkwardness.
a moment, and then he comes back, and he sort of like takes the rope and sort of sets it aside.
It worked!
Yeah, right this way, please, and sort of points all in the direction to.
I give Teo like a low 5 on the way.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah,
Great.
I'm like trying to be so cool on the surface right now, but I'm just like.
Yeah, y'all sort of walk through this kind of archway and head out to this sort of platform, and yeah, standing, he's gotten up out of his chair. He's an old Goliath. He's very grizzled. He's seen a fair share of fights. He's got a multitude of scars and like faded tattoos and things on his body. But he sort of crosses his arms and sort of gives you a steady, measured, calculating look. Then he breaks into a grin. If it isn't my favorite pupil, and he sort of opens his arms up and pulls you into a big bear hug.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm your favorite! Oh! I'm your favorite! You still train! That's so nice to hear.
It's not the same. I kind of do just group training. I don't do the one-on-one thing anymore.
Oh well. That's so good though. That's still something.
What brings
wow.
you to Ballyran?
Well, actually you, if I'm being honest. Well, okay, so I've started adventuring with this party, and well, we just had gotten to a point where we acquired an airship with our own crew, and eventually we just kind of were able to kind of pick where we wanted to go. We didn't have any jobs at the moment, and so I thought I'd come to Ballyran, and I heard there was an arena and stuff, and I thought, maybe we could fight in there as well. Maybe there's 6 of us. I don't know if that's too many or perfect size.
Perfect amount, and he's got this huge grin. Oh, you've got to fight. You've got to do it. Absolutely.
Oh,
we could work you in for tomorrow night. Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, we just got here. We just landed. So yeah. Oh, this is Tonari, by the way. We grew up together. Or no, we didn't.
I did not.
I know, she's.
But we want to.
We're from the same town. We're from Tylock, but she's not human, but she's kind of human-ish. So
wow.
So she's small.
I kind of raise my hand and I'm like, it's an honor to meet someone who trained the hero that our town has heard so much about.
Oh, Tonari.
Oh, the honor's mine.
Yeah, no. So we have Tonari. We have a cleric. We have a bard. We have a rogue. I'm basically kind of the only melee attacker, really. I mean, the bard sometimes attacks. We're mostly. Oh, we have a wizard. So a lot of magic, actually. Come to think of it.
Nari's just like dying.
To this Coliseum. Yeah, we could work something out. I'd like to put you against the Firehearts, I think. They just fought a second ago.
Oh, that would.
Yeah, we just saw them. Wow, they look. Wow,
They look pretty impressive.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah,
tomorrow
no, I love
night
that.
we would do 2 groups against each other, and then we'll have a big kind of finale. It's a surprise.
Oh, good.
Oh my gosh, that'd be excellent. Oh my god, yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
it's a plan.
surprises.
Yeah. We should tell the others then.
Yeah, we should probably talk to them first.
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just wanted to like catch up and stuff because I know it's been a while and
Yeah.
well, what's happened?
He kind of tells y'all to grab your friends and bring them over to this section, and
I'll
has some people
Link
bring out some
message.
additional seating. So it looks like y'all are gonna get to sit in the VIP section.
worth the awkwardness.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, so y'all kind of all get brought over, and as the sort of dancers and sort of that sort of show finishes up, it looks like while that was happening, the rest of the arena was getting cleaned up, and they kind of prepare for the next match, and it kind of just goes like match after match after match, and then at the end, they bring out the Firehearts, and then they bring out these sort of 2 gosh, where's my descriptors now? These 2 sort of bull type creatures. They're it's weird. They look like they're covered in this metal plating. But they look like these giant bulls, and you watch the Fireheart sort of face off against these 2 giant metal bulls, and it's touch and go. At one point, one of their members gets blasted by some special attack, and you watch them sort of freeze up and start to almost look like they turn to stone for a second, and it's close, but eventually the Firehearts are once again victorious. At the very end, the Goliath member cleaves the head off of one of them, as their sort of roguish human plunges a dagger sort of into the heart of the other. At the end, the sort of like medics come out and kind of restore their friend that temporarily got turned to stone. And the crowd goes wild, and yeah, it sort of breaks into this thunderous applause, and then eventually the crowds start to dissipate, and it sounds like everybody's just sort of flocking to the nearest pub or bar or tavern to sort of take the party to the streets.
That's awesome. I'm gonna ask Alfonso and be like, what were those things? Those bull things? I haven't seen those before.
Those
turn
were
that person into-
couple of gorgons.
Oh, is that the surprise?
No, we'll do something else for y'all. Don't worry.
So great. So is it like a different thing at the end of every?
Yeah, it's expensive, but we try to bring in a different creature every night.
Very Roman.
That's so
Yeah,
cool.
Out of character.
Absolutely. Yeah, one time we actually flooded the arena and we brought in a kraken. It was a whole thing. That one kind of got a bit messy. It kind of started attacking the crowd. We said no krakens after
Oh.
that.
Oh, yeah.
Wonder where you got that idea. That sounds awesome though.
Well, this has been so great. What bars do you recommend here? We always have to figure out, where to go.
Well, there's.
By the way, I have introduced everybody. By the way,
Yeah,
I have been that person.
All
I've been that
introductions
bit.
have happened. He gives you 3 options. You've got the Cauldron Club, the Scroll and Mug, and the Swaggering Angel.
Wow.
These are good names.
These are good names. Yeah.
Thank
Oh
you.
wow. Awesome.
But they're all equally wonderful. It sounds like his
Cool.
particular favorite is the swaggering angel. So
I like
That was gonna be mine because of the name, but I'm glad that it lives up. Okay. Well, do y'all want to go get a bite to eat? Do y'all want to go back to the ship? What do y'all want to do?
I'm good with going out for a bit. I am going to turn to Alfonso and be like, is there anything else we need to do or to know about tomorrow?
just be prepared, I guess. Be ready for a fight.
The Firehearts? Yeah, that's our opponent tomorrow, guys.
They're so cool.
So I'm excited though. It'll be good.
I would not be opposed to asking people in the bar about the Firehearts.
Yeah.
Ooh,
sure.
yeah. Let's go.
All right. Yeah. So y'all head over
to
to
the
the swaggering angel and
Swaggering.
swaggering. Yeah, and it's. I mean, you know, it's a pretty good bar. There seems to be a lot of people there, honestly. But it's not too. You're able to find a table eventually, so it's not too bad. And let's see. Eventually, like a barmaid sort of walks over and sort of, you know, kind of, I guess, reads you off their sort of menu. Standard meal is about 5 silver. They've got like more like bar snacks for like 2 silver. They've got a mug of ale for 8 copper, pretty cheap. A gallon for 2 silver. They also have a house wine for 2 silver.
Look at the meal.
Yeah,
I want
and
the
it seems
meal.
like
Meal.
over here there's a lot of kind of like fish and stuff, and then some sort of more exotic meats as well. There are also some it almost looks like grilled like fruits as well that must have been picked from the jungle or whatever. Ballyran's not too far from a river, so they seem to get a lot of like fish and things from that area. Yeah, but y'all can get some food. And yeah, if you want to ask any random passerbys, you absolutely can.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I want to, but people just don't expect much out of me because of my looks. It's fine.
Look, we're fighting these.
Decked out dwarf.
Yeah.
Like, with this. Oh man.
Well, they didn't believe me when I said that I knew Alfonso, so I'm taking that to heart. Anyway, no, yeah, sure.
We don't have to say that we're fighting them. We can just ask about them and say we're.
Oh, no, yeah. We'll just, I'll find someone and be like, wow. So, you know, first time here and first time seeing the Firehearts. They seem really impressive and hardcore. Anything that we should know that y'all know, you know, as regular spectators that we don't know?
I mean, gosh, the Firehearts, they're definitely like the hot commodity in town right now. They've pretty much won the past 5 matches, spread over the past, like, I don't know, 3 weeks-ish. We only do like a couple matches a week, but they're pretty successful. That Goliath doesn't mess around. Kalane, he's strong for sure. But
What about the girl with the cool tattoos and the dagger? She was awesome.
yeah, that's Versace. She's
Versace.
quick. Versace Griv. She's pretty quick. Yeah, if you're not careful, she'll stick you.
Okay.
But I mean, they're all good, honestly.
Oh, sure. Wow. Cool.
And they're all pretty much hand to hand, not so much.
Well, it depends. Sizik, he's more of a spell caster. He was in the like red and orange robes. And then Wedge, he's an Earth Genasi. He's kind of a druid kind of sort. And then the half orc, Rakamira, she's more of a spellcaster as well.
Seems
Fairly
like
evenly split, yeah.
Yeah.
You are not.
Reading that, Benji.
Yeah.
I feel like she'd be like a demi-lich.
Oh man.
Some kind of undead.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Wow. Interesting. That's really cool.
Has anyone managed to beat them so far, or are they undefeated?
They're kind of on a winning streak, but I mean, they've been beaten before, but they've just kind of hit their stride recently.
Okay.
So it's possible.
I was about to say, well, I was thinking, out of character, I was like, shit, if we beat them, we're gonna be like wanted, maybe. But maybe not.
Well, also, if we beat them, we're gonna be like, yay, we won, and then like,
Perhaps, maybe.
Yo, hometown heroes ain't shit. Bye.
Basically.
Oh,
Basically,
goodness.
that's funny. Oh man. Wow. Yeah. Well. I want to like tell Alfonso about stuff, but not in a bar. I don't want to
Is
kill the
Alfonso with
vibe.
us?
He is not with y'all.
Oh, he's
But
not?
I'll
Okay,
say
cool.
that,
No, that's fine. Listen,
he
that's fine.
gave you an address where you can reach him.
Oh,
So we can do that later.
okay. That would be great.
Yeah.
Just, you know. Sheridan was his student too, so. Yeah. And I think he deserves to know a little bit. And he should know that I'm going to kill him. So, you know.
I mean, fair.
But, okay.
Anything else we want to try to figure?
Oh, let's see. We asked about the fire hearts. Yeah, I keep thinking fire height.
I do too.
Fire hearts. Dancers. Is that all that there is to do here? Is just the Coliseum? There's not like a...
Asking around, that seems like kind of the main thing. I mean, they're your average sort of like shops and things. There's blacksmith. That probably sees more business than most other blacksmiths just because of the constant need for weapons and such.
True.
Hey, there's another...
There's like you noticed a trade post. Hello. That's sort of like a general goods. You noticed a pharmacy on the way. Seems
That
a
makes
lot of
sense.
people need patching up. Or tonics to help their injuries.
That makes sense in a town like this.
Yeah, you saw Fairy Fire Pharmacy, you saw Tavrick's Trade Post, Metalworks of Art is the blacksmith in town. Seems like everything else is kind of like, kind of just, just shops and tourism, because people seem to really come into town to see the Coliseum and see the fights.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to check out those
I
places.
think Emily's reading.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! We have the green tome now! Casimir gave us the green tome,
I
and that's
texted
what
you
it says.
this.
Oh, wow.
You texted me it, but I didn't quite understand the context of it's definitely about the consort or something. I thought that was like something else.
Oh, yes.
Nope.
Wowza.
Yeah.
Big stuff.
We're
Big
fucked,
moves.
dude.
We are fucked. You're right. This is amazing.
Mhm.
I'm really gonna have to rewatch this whole episode
Oh yeah, there's a lot of
before next Sunday.
big things.
Yeah, this one's been just mainly talky stuff.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm sad I missed it, but
Well,
gotta
next
split
time
it
we're gonna
up.
fight. So woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Been
gonna
signed up to fight in the
In the
did
tournament,
I get signed up?
where it's
all
a
did.
group
the
match.
whole
We all
party.
did.
Yeah.
Group match.
All of us.
They have
Hey,
players
magic
on
is
the side.
allowed, so yay!
Yeah, magic's
Yeah,
fine.
we're good.
Okay.
The fire hearts are pretty lit. They're pretty.
So cool.
Yeah,
They're
you
pretty
gotta fight the
good
Fire
fighters.
Hearts, a group of 6.
And if we win, we have to fight something else.
Yeah, then you get a bonus round with a surprise.
Perfect. We love it.
Ah,
It'll be great.
So yeah.
Yep.
It'll be
Be great.
great. It'll be grand. It'll be grand. But yeah, no, I'd love to go to the. Yeah, I'd love to go to the other places at some point. It doesn't have to be today or anything like that. But,
Yeah,
What
since it's
time
like it's probably like 8 p.m. sort of. It's
Figured.
kind of
figured.
8 or 9 evening, since y'all were kind of in those watching the fights and stuff take place and stuff.
Do we know what time we need to be at the arena tomorrow or the Coliseum?
Midday. I don't know.
Cool. Yeah, just cool.
Sure. Why not? Midday.
Okay.
Sounds great. Sometime when the sun is up.
That's a lot of hours.
Cool. Well, shall we? Well, the shops are probably closed at this point.
I'd like to get a roll today. Can I try a cartwheel?
Eh?
I just want to roll my dice. I'm worried I'm not going to get.
Oh,
We're gonna cartwheel down the street.
give me an acrobatics check.
It's gonna be really bad. Y'all are gonna see me fall flat on my face, and it's gonna be amazing.
Honestly, here for it.
Acrobatics 10, and that's okay.
10. Okay. You go to do a cartwheel and almost kick a mug of ale off of a tray that a barmaid is holding.
Oh, we're in a building.
Oh,
Yeah, we're in a bar.
Yes, we're in a tavern.
Everybody stares at you in confusion. Some of the more intoxicated individuals are like, yeah, and then they go to try to cartwheel as well, and it's a hot mess.
Oh no.
The barmaid looks very frustrated. But you do successfully
leave.
complete a cartwheel.
Amazing.
Tenari just
I'm
like
like,
pats you on the
guys.
shoulder, like
I'm just gonna go like, I did that, and then I'm gonna sit down.
Tenari just kind of pats you on the shoulder, like slightly condescendingly, but like, you know, good job.
You did it. Good job.
Now they're gonna see Blaze tomorrow and be like, that was the dude that
was the guy.
How the cartwheel
No, he's the cartwheel guy from the Angel Bar.
Wow.
I'm gonna look like someone else tomorrow just so that they can't find me.
We should cartwheel away
Forgot
from
you
the
could do
attacks
that.
tomorrow.
Oh man. Alright,
Ah.
y'all leave
Let's
the Swaggering Angel Tavern.
I definitely thought we were outside when I said I was gonna do that, but it's fine.
You know what? This is so much better.
Yeah, the
That was way better.
setup was. I had to take advantage of that, so.
Well, if I mean, people can come with me. They don't have to. I'd like to just to talk to Alfonso. Just
Yeah.
catch up. and
Yeah, so
stuff.
you go and you sort of go find the address, and you find it's a pretty nice house. It's actually like really close to the Coliseum.
That makes sense.
It's kind of like right next to it, honestly.
Wow.
But it's kind of this really nice kind of stucco sort of villa kind of situation, with some gardens around it. There are some attendants at the door that apparently were told to expect y'all, or given some sort of description of you because they let you in, and you enter this nice, very elegant, open concept floor plan. And yeah, and there's tons of like cushions and seating about, and sort of these archways that open out to this kind of big, sort of like patio with like a fire pit, and you can see that Alfonso is seated out there, sort of enjoying a drink in the kind of somewhat humid, warm kind of night air.
What? This is such a nice place, Alfonso. I love what you've done with it. This is so cool.
Yeah, the Colosseum kind of pays really well, honestly.
I can only imagine. Do you still grow stuff here? You growing anything?
Yeah, I've got a few all sorts of things really in the gardens.
Immediately check out the garden.
Yeah. There's all sorts of things. There's there's some like lemon trees, and you see some like papayas and lots of fruits and things that seem, and some of them like you would find in the area, some not at all, that must have been exported, that he's been working really hard to cultivate. Some beautiful flowers of all different sorts. Yeah, they're very well cared for. They're in great condition. Yeah.
This garden is really impressive.
Thank you. It's a good hobby. Kind of calms me down.
Good stress
See, it
reliever.
seems you've got the best of both worlds. You have farming, you have fighting. You can have it all, I guess. That's really
Yeah,
cool.
it's worked out well. You know, it distracts me enough.
I didn't want to put a damper on anything, but I did want to talk to you about Sheridan.
Yeah, you utter his name and like immediately
Yeah.
all like happiness kind of just zaps from his face. And
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I wouldn't have anything to say if I didn't see him.
you saw him.
But I ran into him. Yeah, he well,
He's
our
alive.
adventures. Well, yeah, he's alive. He's just well, okay. So our adventures have gotten us involved with a cult. And he is.
I quickly
part of
clarify that
cult.
we are not in the cult.
No, we're not in the cult. We're not in the cult. We're fighting the cult. And our run-ins with the cult before made me wonder if he was in it because of all the devils that we had come across, the like red light. And sure enough, he is. And well, we got to fight for a little bit, and I thought I killed him, but when we were on a train, we were on the Moonshadow Express actually. Anyway, but I thought I killed him, and then something else was attacking the train, and then we went to take care of that, and I went back, and his body was gone. So
Alfonso takes a very long swig of his drink and sets it down very carefully. And he was gone when you came back.
yeah, so somebody, one of his cultist friends, I guess, went and got him. But I
he seem-
thought. Oh,
Did
go
he
ahead.
seem in control of himself?
Yeah. He did to me. He was so confident. Like it was him. I know it was him. He's, kind of continued along that path, so I think you can imagine. I know he was very confident. He outright said, "I love a good reunion." No, but he seemed in full agency of his actions, though. But I thought you deserved to know, because, well, I didn't know, and then I saw him. And it's been really hard, actually, because it's just that cult is just really sinister, and
Yeah, he as he sees you sort of struggling with it, he just sort of just sort of like puts his hand on your shoulder and kind of reassuring. Well, I'm glad you're all right.
oh, of course.
And yeah, but he's just sort of trying to take it in. He's a little quiet.
But I'm gonna kill him. I'm not gonna look for him
He lifts his
necessarily.
hand off of your shoulder. Maybe we can talk to him first. Maybe we
Oh,
can capture him, maybe. Because what if he's not? I still think of him as just a boy.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think he's really a boy anymore. I think he's changed. I want him to be saved, but with not just him, but with all the other cultists we dealt with, like there's no sense of second thought. There's no sense of like I don't know, independence from them. They just don't think that there could be a life outside of what they're doing. They don't want to pursue that, even if they could. That's why I said that, because I don't think there's any other way. But for your sake, I will think of that.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. I didn't realize how much that meant to you, so we'll think about that.
Well, it was my first and last failure, so
That's right.
it
That's right.
stings. It stings a bit.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to do this, but I just thought you should know. Because
thank you.
I think knowing is better than wondering. Not that we have we have an answer, but
Often wondered what happened to him. If he was alive, if he wasn't. No, thank you.
yeah, no, sure. But we will see them again. We know that they're so sinister, and we know the things that they want to do, and knowing that, we can't just leave them alone, if that makes any sense. It sounds so weird.
No, it does. Well, and now that you mention it, it seems like those devils, well, that devil we saw in the forest, I know that there have been devil sightings all over Morrigan, and we haven't had any here yet, but I feel like it's only a matter of time. Seems like whatever evil they're up to is spreading.
Yeah, I would say so. Because we've seen our share of devils too. But we've vanquished them all. So,
I would expect nothing less. And he's gets very proud for a second.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's pretty wild, actually. But yeah, I mean, we're kind of here in Morrigan, for the foreseeable future, so I thought it best to just kind of stop by and see you, because, you know, I know we didn't leave on like the best of terms and stuff.
It was a difficult time,
Yeah.
but I'm moving forward, and it looks like you are too. Got a big fight ahead of you, yeah?
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
I'm looking forward.
I mean, I don't know what else to do but fight.
I expect you to have learned quite a bit in your travels, so don't hold back.
I don't know how to.
Accurate.
That is true.
True that. And these guys are really, really, really capable spellcasters and stuff too. So, I can't imagine not fighting with them. We've all gotten kind of close, actually. Yeah. So.
It's either hit or miss. Me, I'm either really good or really trash. So.
We're just gonna bank on you being really good.
He breaks
You just
into
flip a
a
coin.
hearty laugh and gives you a slap on the back, which literally sends you tumbling. Yeah.
I'll help him
Take a knee.
I'll help him up.
Yeah. But he sort of invites y'all to kind of hang around as long as you want.
Oh.
Yeah, there's like fruit and nuts and fire pit, and brings out some beverages and such. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's kick back, bro.
Yeah. Relax a bit.
So y'all sort of chill out and relax a little bit, and eventually it's quite late. Where do y'all intend to stay? Aboard your ship? At an inn?
I mean, we could just stay on the ship. It's
I
pretty
think we
much
should just stay on the
right?
ship.
Ship.
Cool. So y'all head back to Harpy's Bane. And it looks like it's in better shape. They've definitely started to sort of fix it up and buff out the scratches and do some repairs. And eventually sleep finds you all, and I think we will stop there for the evening.
Sounds good.
Woohoo!
Awesome.
Woohoo.
Yay!
Woo.
Wow.
We will have a big
This is pretty dope.
Coliseum fight next week.
I'm kind of scared.
Me too.
Alright, Misfits, and that brings us to the end of tonight's game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time.